basically what you're saying is other skill position is playing more football than a quarterback, because if you think about it, everything you just described, you're sprinting and using fast twitch muscles and all types of stuff every time you come off that line. On top of the fact, if you get the ball, now you got to get hit. There's no rules where you can slide and everybody got to move out of your way, right? You got to get hit, and if the ball ain't coming to you and it's a run play, now you got to block. You get what I'm saying? So you're playing so much more football. It's frowned upon with a quarterback run, like throw an interception and run somebody down and hit them. We don't want that. We don't want the quarterback to get hurt. But every other position got to put their life on the line to keep everybody out of the end zone. You get what I'm saying? So the amount of football that y'all got to play with the rules that they make for the quarterback to prevent them from playing football, it just make me have more respect for the other positions. And then for them not to get rewarded every year is insane to me, man. Like, you just go pick a quarterback every year to reward the MVP.
When you get all the glory, you got to take all the scrutiny. So a lot of times that I think the award is designed now for a QB. The question just be which one is the best QB this season, and that's who it goes to.
They're the highest paid on the damn team.
But the crazy part is for a running back or a receiver or a defensive player to get, and you can just pretty much count defensive players out, but for anybody other than the quarterback to get an MVP, not only do you have to break a record, all the quarterbacks had to play subpar, not even subpar, but they can't break a record too.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't have the same record-breaking number.
Yeah, because when Moss broke that record, they was like, "Oh, but Tom Brady broke a record too. Give it to Tom Brady." I'm like, man, Moss was unbelievably or easily.
Hey, Mel, I say this, Mel. I believe really that the other players should be up for that award first, because they gotta work harder, man. Like, I'm not taking nothing from the QB, right? Because you get hit and all of that. But sometimes as a receiver or a back, you're getting hit, and now you still gotta figure out little nuances within the game that you gotta use and maneuver that the quarterback don't have to fucking worry about. Correct. All you gotta do is sit back there, take 3 steps, and drop it when he's supposed to. Not saying it's that simple, but when I'm running a route and he's playing me to the inside and my route is designed to release to the inside, I gotta already, before the ball hike, fellas, I gotta set him up to go outside, stick and come in and then finish running my route. That takes a lot of fortitude, believe it or not, because it happens so fast in the game that I just be thinking, like, the way Jamar Chase plays, Jonathan Taylor the other year, I thought he should have been MVP, man. Like, it's so many guys, man. But
and look,
I think it's a quarterback award.
Yeah, and we got to figure out a way to like everything you were describing. Basically, what you're saying is other skill position is playing more football than a quarterback, because if you think about it, everything you just described, you're sprinting and using fast twitch muscles and all types of stuff every time you come off that line. On top of the fact, if you get the ball, now you got to get hit. There's no rules where you can slide and everybody got to move out of your way, right? You got to get hit, and if the ball ain't coming to you and it's a run play, now you got to block. You get what I'm saying? So you're playing so much more football. It's frowned upon with a quarterback run, like throw an interception and run somebody down and hit them. We don't want that. We don't want the quarterback to get hurt. But every other position got to put their life on the line to keep everybody out of the end zone. You get what I'm saying? So the amount of football that y'all got to play with the rules that they make for the quarterback to prevent them from playing football, it just make me have more respect for the other positions. And then for them not to get rewarded every year is insane to me, man. Like, you just go pick a quarterback every year to reward the MVP.
I disagree with that, but I can see what you're saying.
Why you disagree with it?
I think they solved it with this, though. The receivers
because a lot of what the quarterback,
I don't even think it's mattering.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay. A lot of what quarterback has to do is pre-snap reading the defense, making the right adjustments, making the audibles, making sure everybody do what they're supposed to. They got to get the play in. They got to call the play in. Like, all that's a part of football too. But if they miscall the play, everything else is wrong. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of stuff.
But your receiver's still getting hit because he got to run and move.
So hold on. Everybody on the field is making those same reads. And if they not, if you got a quarterback like Peyton Manning or Tom Brady who's saying, nah, just put all of it on me, and then I give y'all the signal on what I see. The receivers still got to understand those signals and those little subtle things that they got with their quarterback.
Yeah, so I'm not saying that, but when you learn your route tree, that's all you got to learn.
No, that's not true. You got to understand cover 2 and cover 3 as well. You got to understand man pressure, what they're about to do to you.
The install, what's being installed each and every week, like it's imperative that the quarterback understands all that. He's like, if you're a receiver, yeah, you gotta. If you get a new OC, yeah, you gotta learn a new language or whatever. But everything the quarterback knew last year, you got to forget all of that and start afresh. You receiver, there's still only pretty much 9 different routes. So I got to learn. I'm gonna run them. We just got to learn what you're gonna call them. I'm still gonna have to run a dig. I'm still gonna have to run a slam. I'm still gonna have to run a post. I'm still gonna have to run a fade. Whatever. So, but a quarterback, you like the whole way that I called my whole cadence, everything has to change. So instead of playing shotgun, I got to be under center more. There's like,
yeah, I'm not impressed.
I'm not trying to minimize what everybody else goes through, but we can't minimize what the quarterback goes through.
Yeah, but what I said is they play less football than every night. Football is a physical.
I think they
sport.
play football. I think they play football at a different way.
Yeah, but guess what? So basically, what the quarterback is doing is the same thing that the head coach and the O coordinator is doing on the sideline. So the quarterback. So what you're saying the quarterback is doing pre-snap is the same thing the O coordinator is doing. So the O coordinator is playing just as much football as the quarterback. That's what you're telling me.
Hey, Mel, but you got to realize though, the quarterback is sliding the line left, right.
No, Tony. I get the chess game though. I'm saying playing football. No. If you take football to its purest form, if you take it all the way back to pick up and run, that's not pre-snap reads. That's not free. That is athleticism, speed.
That's also not football's purest form either.
Yeah, that's football's purest form. Is rugby, baby. It's tackling, it's running, it's stiff arms, it's all that stuff. All the stuff we've taken out of the game for quarterbacks. Quarterbacks, you no longer have to do these things. Tom Brady couldn't come pick up and run with us in Smith Holmes. He just couldn't. He's 6'5" and he way more than me. I'll smack Tom Brady right in his daggone mouth.
Who's 81?
I got a question for y'all with this, man. Hear me out, fellas. Man.
So, with that,
hold on,
fellas. Hear me out. Okay, we saying that the quarterback, receivers, and all of this, right? So look, when a play is called, it comes in and sent in, right?
Yeah.
We gonna run the play. Now, when the quarterback hikes the ball, right? He drops back, the receiver start running or blocking, whatever the play call was, right? Now, let me ask y'all this. This is why I'm saying it. When the quarterback drop back, everybody out there pushing and shoving and hitting, and he throw incomplete. Does he get hit?
No. You can't hit him no more. Exactly. You can't.
And look,
but who's gonna get hard? Who's gonna get hit the hardest out the whole play?
Penalty, right?
Correct.
Say it again, Tony.
The quarterback 9 out of 10 is gonna get hit harder than the receiver. I mean,
that's because he a hoe. That's because he a hoe.
One out of 50.
I mean, take Lamar Jackson for example,
smacked, bro.
Look what he got to deal with.
No. They don't treat Lamar Jackson like a quarterback. They treat him like a running back.
Running back, yes.
The referees even treat him like a running back, and so the defenders go hit him way more than they go hit somebody else like Tom Brady. Dude, you can't defend it. They're playing less football. Listen, out of all the positions, the punter and kicker is playing the least amount of football. Just above them is the quarterback. Everybody else on the field is
the third motherfucker. Yes, sir,
everybody else on the field is playing football every snap. The quarterbacks aren't.
Not long snapper.
All right, so Mel, so I'm gonna just say this, even though you touched base on it a little bit. And in 4 quarters of football for the Baltimore Ravens, I guarantee you Lamar Jackson take more hits than Zay Flowers.
I already told you, because they treat him like a running back. It was the same thing with Cam Newton. They treated him like a running back.
Mike Vick.
So he's not a good example because he is playing more football than the average quarterback.
What you mean?
And that's why he missed 2 games a year.
No, that's his position.
No.
That's his
What? No.
position, Jay. He
I'm
plays
giving
QB.
y'all credit. Lamar Jackson is playing more football than every other quarterback in the league, and that's why he missed 2 games a year.
Yeah, that's a fact, though. That is a fact, Jay. That's why he's hurt more likely than most of the other quarterbacks.
Yeah, they
Even
let
his
him get
numbers
rocked.
were horrible last year.
Y'all want to know my theory on running quarterbacks and why they seem to be a little bit less accurate than quarterbacks that stay in the pocket?
You said mobile?
Yeah, mobile running quarterbacks.
Okay.
This is my theory. And Joe, you can correct me if I'm wrong because you play more football under the whistle than I did, right? Well, I didn't really play a lot of football on the whistle, right? So,
I know what you mean.
I'm all the falling on your shoulder, falling on your elbow, falling on your wrist when you're getting tackled and hitting the ground. I think that takes a toll on it. And the only thing I can compare it to is people who dunk the ball in basketball really hard. A lot of times you get over the rim, you hit your wrist on the rim, you hit your forearm on it. Those dudes tend to not have really good consistent jump shots because you constantly putting that pressure and that hurt on your arm and your wrist. And I think it's the quarterbacks, they fall on their shoulders, they're throwing arm, they're throwing elbow, they're throwing wrist, throwing hand. And I think it messes with their accuracy. How many times did you hit the ground and if Joe, if you had to take a step back and throw the ball 40 times a game, but you hitting the ground 15 times a game, do you think that'll mess with your accuracy?
Eventually it is, man. And Mel, you really leading to this, what I'm about to say. The reason a lot of them sometimes when they are inaccurate and they coming from injuries, when they get them surgeries, man, the one thing I do know is I don't care. It's not gonna be the same as it was before. So sometimes the limberness you have or the touch you used to have, it's just different, man. So that right there kind of justifies, look, why some of them they throw like they throw. Because some of the shit Lamar throw, I be wondering, bro. Like, and I love him, man.
He got
but
bad mechanics, Joe.
I'm like, yo, what was he throwing it to?
Yeah, I mean, think about it, Joe. It's 2nd and 14, right? You take off for
passing down all day.
You take off running for 7 yards, get hit, fall on your throwing shoulder. Now it's 3rd and 7, and y'all gotta throw it, and the play comes in. You can't be like, sub me out, my shoulder hurt. I just fell on it. You get what I'm saying? I just fell on it. My elbow hurt. I can't even feel it. I'm gonna see what I can do. My thumb hurt. I just fell on it trying to break my fall. You know what I mean? And they constantly got to come back and be like, man, I got to figure this out. And I think that messes with them a lot. And they got to stay in their pocket, dog.
But that's the other part. That's why they're 50-50.
That's why sometimes they give them the
player
MVP.
Because you got to realize we really wanted you for your legs and for your arm. So we got to get both.
Pause.
So we really not depending on we depended on his legs just as much as his arm because it really ain't no accurate mobile quarterback in the league. Because all of mechanics is horrible.
They say Josh Allen. They want to tell you that.
Count.
They'll tell you that he's a mobile quarterback.
He don't. That's just the athletic version of Big Ben. Little more mobile.
Ooh, New Kirk, where'd you get that from, New Kirk? That was on the money right there, bro.
That's pretty much what he is.
Yo,
without the pump fake.
He is, dog.
Big Ben pump fake was mean.